few days ago, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board held its 2025 policy meeting, exactly July 8, 2025. And guess what? Some of the things that were discussed in this meeting will shock you. In this video, I'll be taking you through that, and I'll be taking you through how to know whether you really stand a chance of gaining an admission in 2025. Hi, my name is Enoch, and I'm a 300 level medical student of the University of Ibadan. My aim on this channel is to help as many people gain admission as possible into their desired institution and for their desired courses. Please do like and subscribe for many more contents like this, and share with a friend too. Having said that, let's get straight into the video. Painfully so, several people that did well in this UTME 2025 will still not stand a chance of gaining an admission into their desired institution. It's sad actually, and it can be so disheartening to know that you put all the effort just for you to wait another 365 days for another UTME exam. Well, in this video, I'll be highlighting some mistakes that you should not make if you really want to gain admission in 2025. Alright, so why did I say some people that did well in UTME 2025 will still not stand a chance of gaining admission? Here's why. In this year alone, about 2 million people sat for the UTME examination. And as a student planning to study, let's say a course like medicine and surgery in a prestigious university like the University of Ibadan or any other university, the quota or the number of students each university can accept is only in few thousands. This means that at the end of the year, just about 500,000 people or way less than that will eventually gain admission. So leaving about 1 point something million people stranded and looking for admission the following year. It's actually sad to me sometimes, but that's just the actual truth. In this year alone, about 17,000 people had above 300. This is as opposed to the previous year, 2024, where just about 8,000 people had above 300. So if you can do your mathematics very well, that means that every course now has twice as much competition as it used to have the previous year. So that means if you weren't able to get the particular course the previous year, it only gets much harder. I'm not saying this to frighten you, but I'm saying this to help you know where you stand and how you can be strategic about gaining admission this year. It's also worthy to know that the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has already stated 3 universities that were applied for the most. And these universities were the Lagos State University, that's Ojo. We also have the University of Lagos, and we have the University of Ilorin. So if you're applying to these schools and with a score lesser than 300 for actually a competitive course, I think it's something you should rethink again. That same day, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board released its top 10 list of students who performed very well. And from the highest, that is number 1, to the lowest, the ranking has never been like it was before. The highest had 375. And the lowest didn't even have below a 370. That means that the rate of competitiveness this year will only increase. Wait a minute. I'm still going somewhere. Don't lose hope yet. Alright, so the second thing you have to be conscious of is that JAMB has already released the deadline for universities to conduct their admission. So for private universities, the deadline is November, December. While for public universities, the deadline is October. So that means that if you have not been preparing well for your UTME, now is the time to start preparing. Now is the time to start preparing. And if the deadline for admission is October, that means that your post-UTME or your screening exam is definitely going to be around August or September. So if you have not been preparing, now is the time to start. Some people ask me, sir, I am below 16 years old. Can I still gain admission into a university? Well, you're below 16 years old. You did very well in the UTME. I really want to congratulate you. But unfortunately, you are not eligible for admission yet, according to JAMB. JAMB says that you are not eligible for admission yet. But what will happen is that your admission will be deferred to the following year. Alright? So that's what has been actually happening in the previous years, but you can still make your findings. Alright? But in the meantime, I would advise that you probably take another JAMB, prepare for another UTME exam, or write other exams like SAT, GRE, if you have the money to actually proceed with an international education. But if you are below 16 as at the point of admission, I'm sorry, you are not eligible for admission. Now, having said all this, I know you might be like, wow, I didn't know all this before. But here are my honest advice. And I believe that if you practice these things, you are one step ahead to gaining an admission into that desired institution for that desired course. So, number one, the first thing is to know more about the university you're applying for. So, while picking your JAMB form, you'll be mandated to pick 4 universities or 4 institutions: the first choice, the second, the third, and the fourth. So usually the first choice is what the individual ends up going to. So know more about the school that you're applying to. Do they write post-UTME? By now, you should already know if your school writes post-UTME. Do they only use WAEC? What is their system of grading? Would I be needed? What would I be needed to do? And in my last video, I said you can actually know this by joining Facebook groups, Facebook communities, having mentors, meeting people, reaching out to people. Don't just stay there alone. Many people often do this. They have very great JAMB scores, but they are just quiet, keep to themselves, and they end up not even getting the admission because they never knew. They were just working hard, but they were not working smart. If you have any question concerning admission, you can drop it in the comment section below. Or if you have any senior that has gone to a school that they are aspiring to go to, don't just say, okay, I'll make my senior proud, or I'll make this proud, and you don't end up asking questions. Ask a lot of questions about the universities that you plan to go to. Alright, so the third thing is actually when you find out that this is how to enter the university, then start working effectively towards it. Most schools will tell you that they write a post-UTME examination. It is your job and responsibility to prepare adequately for the post-UTME examination. Prepare. Preparation prevents poor performance, right? So when you prepare well and you prepare smart and not just hard, you stand a chance of gaining admission. And throughout this channel in the past few months, I've been making videos on how to prepare better for exams, so you can check out a list of videos on this channel and get one that you can watch. In all my videos, I will be emphasizing one thing: past questions. If you're not solving past questions enough, I really think you're not putting the due diligence into gaining admission that year. Try to find out the past questions of that university. Don't say, I can't find them. Go out, look for them, buy them, pay the price for knowledge, pay the price for the admission. Because as I said earlier, it's going to be twice as competitive. So pay the price for knowledge. Alright, so having written your UTME, you know the areas that are definitely weak at. So maybe it's physics, motion that you are not so good at. So go back to that topic, because there might still be a likelihood of them asking it in your post-UTME. Go back to that topic, brush up your knowledge on it. And my last point to you is to trust the process. Trust God, pray, prepare, and have faith that you are going to do very well. Let me just share a bit of my story. So I remember having not gained admission in the year 2021, and I was thinking everything was over. So some of you didn't gain admission probably because God was preparing something better for you, right? If you didn't gain admission in the previous year and you're trying again this year, put in the due diligence, have faith, and trust in your process. Alright, having said this, please kindly subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.